This is what nature is. Let's go out together. Let's go out, but we have a master within us or with us. One day we will be with a living being with a body, you know. Being with Michikushi, he is alive. And there are a few other masters on this planet, for sure. So let's go out. Come outside. It was a full moon night. The moon was just rising on the horizon. And he said, look at these trees. This tree high in the sky and this small one beside it. They both have existed beside my window for years, and there has never been any problem. The smaller tree has never said to the big tree, why do I feel inferior before you? This tree is small and that tree is big. Why have I never heard any whisper of it? Why nature is not jealous? They are nurturing each other. Why only in me, in us? The samurai said, because they don't compare, and they can't compare. The master replied, then you need not to ask me. You know the answer. Because we are comparing, oh, I'm not like this man. I don't have a big car like him and the big tower and the big palace. I'm so poor. You remember the big country with so many rich people in it, and also there is a place where it's full of poor people. And a woman with only one child in a room on the top roof. And there is no roof in the room because rarely there is rain. But that day there was so much rain. What to do? What to do? So she took the door and put it like this, and she said to her son, let's use the door as our ceiling. Oh, mother, how rich we are. What about all these poor people that they have no door in their room? He's so grateful, so innocent. He felt so rich to have a door as a ceiling because it was raining. Yes, when you don't compare, all inferiority or superiority disappear. Then you are simply there. A small bush or a big high tree, it doesn't matter. You are yourself. A grass leaf is needed as much as the biggest star. This sound of the cuckoo is needed as much as any Buddha. The world will be less rich if this cuckoo disappears. Everything is needed. The ant is needed as much as the queen. We are all one family, royal family, supporting each other with what we love to do. Just look around. All is needed and everything fits together. It's an organic unity. Nobody is higher and nobody is lower. Nobody is superior and nobody inferior. Everybody is incomparably unique. You are needed. If you cannot feel this in the presence of a Christ or a Buddha, of any enlightened being, where are you going to feel it? So if you lit a candle, it's a symbol. If you lit a candle, then a small candle, a small light can clean a big darkness. Every day I bow down to you just to remind you that you are perfect, that nothing is lacking, that you are already there. Not even a single step has to be taken. Everything is as it should be. This is religious consciousness. Yes. Let's not compare each other. Let's not compare like the trees. They all accept each other as they are. The rose flower, which is a symbol for love, in any love, this is the symbol. Have a rose flower. But it has a thorn in it. So the thorn made the rose, or the rose made the thorn. Both of them are needed as they are. So just be who you are. Live your feelings. Don't compare it with others. You lose it. Don't look at something that doesn't belong to you. That's what we lose. Judgment means a state of mind and also a state of mind. A mind always wants judgment because to be in process is always hazardous and uncomfortable. Be very, very courageous. Don't stop growing. Live in the moment. Simply stay in the flow of life. Now is the flow. Now I'm in the river and the river is rivering, and enjoy it. This story happened in the days of Lao Tzu in China, and Lao Tzu loved it very much. There was an old man in a village, very poor, but even kings were jealous of him because he had a beautiful white horse. So beautiful story. King offered fabulous prices for the horse, but the man would say, this horse is not a horse to me, he is a person. And how can you sell a person that he is your friend? The man was poor, but he never sold the horse. One morning, he found that the horse was not in the stable. So what are we going to say? We are all going to judge him. Isn't it better if you could sell this to the king and he will give you so much money? The whole village gathered and they said, you foolish old man, you knew that someday the horse would be stolen. It would have been better to sell it. What a misfortune. The old man said, don't go so far as you say that. Simply say that the horse is not in the stable. This is the fact. Everything else is a judgment. Whether it is a misfortune or a blessing, I don't know, because this is just a fragment. Who knows what is going to follow? So don't judge it. No. People laughed, and the old man said, okay, this is me. You can laugh at me. They had always known that he was a little bit crazy. But after 15 days, suddenly one night the horse returned. He had not been stolen. He had escaped into the wild, and not only that, he brought 12 wild horses with him. Oh, you are smart. Again the people gathered and they said, old man, you are right. This was not a misfortune. It has indeed proved to be a blessing. We don't know. We just said it because we don't know what's going to happen. Forgive us. Again the people, they said, okay, we wait. The old man, again, you are going too far. Just say that the horse is back. Who knows whether it's a blessing or not? It's only a fragment. You read a single word in a sentence. How can you judge the whole book? Let's wait. This time the people could not say much, but inside they knew that he was wrong. 12 beautiful horses had come. The old man had only one son who started to train the wild horses. Just a week later, he fell down from a horse and his legs were broken. And the people gathered again. Isn't it better if you sell this to the king and then look what happened to your son, and the son now he is sick? And don't say that much. Say only what you see, that he has broken, whatever. So the old man said, you are obsessed with judgment. Please, life comes in fragments and more is never given to you. It happened after few weeks. The country went to war, and all the young men of the town were forcibly taken for a military. Only the old man's son was left because he was crippled. The whole town was crying and weeping because it was a losing fight, and they knew most of the young people would never come back. They came to the old man and they said, you were right, old man, this has proved a blessing. Maybe your son is crippled, but he's still alive with you. Our sons are gone forever. The old man said, you go on and on judging all the time. Only say this, that your sons have been forced to enter into the army, and my son has not been forced, but only God, the total, knows whether it's a blessing or a misfortune. Wait and see. Judge ye not, otherwise you will never become one with the total. With fragments you will be obsessed. With small things, you will jump to conclusions. Once you judge, you have stopped growing. Judgment means a state of mind. This is the state, a stale state. And mind always wants judgment, because to be in process is always hazardous and uncomfortable. In fact, the journey never ends. One path ends, another begins. One door closed, another opens. You reach a peak, a higher peak is always there. God is an endless journey. Only those who are so courageous that they don't bother about the goal, but are content with the journey, content just to live the moment and grow into it. Only those are able to walk with the total. So we judge what's going to happen. Yes, I know what's going to happen. Tomorrow this is what's going to... Just say what you see. And that one is a mystery. We don't know. And we accept it because it's going to be for the best of us. So his son became crippled, but he didn't go to war. And the others, they went to war, and you know what happens. So accept whatever comes, it's the best for us, without any judgment. The horse went, brought many horses. Okay, let me ride them and teach them. Break this, da, 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 da. So any story, any play, anything you do, any plan, just be total acceptance, no matter what's happening. And then you say, oh my God, I was so sad about this stupid thing that happened. Now look what's going on. And this also will pass too. No guilt, no death, no birth. And even if now with global madness we have all these people are dying, going to war, it's meant to be. You can change the thought, you can change your idea, you can change your mentality. And that is the real utility as we change our mentality. A thought is a destiny. So change your thoughts, that's what you are here for. Not to tell others that you are wrong, you are mistaken. Look at this tree, it's so big, I want to be like the tree of cedar tree in Lebanon. No. Nobody can do this. Just be yourself. And you have a reason why we came. Ask yourself, what am I here for? To do this and this? No. To do this? No. So find out. Whatever happens, it is happening. It is happening, and that's the happiness that happens. It's not by force. It's not that, okay. So no comparison. Don't compare yourself with others. Otherwise, we become all like parrots, singing the same song. A woman bought a parrot, and the parrot says all this, dirty four-letter words. And the parrot is a boy parrot, She went to the teacher, to the church, and told the priest, Father, look, I have this, and all the time insulting and all the time saying dirty, bad words. Maybe she was with people that... Okay, he said, I have 2 feminine parrots. Maybe we can put this man with him. So the moment the parrots, okay, God responded to our prayer. We are 2 women now, and a parrot came. A man parrot, a male. So male and female are together, and this is the dance.